Hi everyone, I'm Sam. Let's play some daily games. Today is January 29th, 2026. It is Thursday, and we're going to start with Wordle number 1685 first. Alright, strip. Oh, nothing. Okay, debar. Oh, getting very little here. Okay. I want to do something like flank? Flack, maybe? Flack, okay. Just testing a couple letters, I suppose. Oh, I really thought it was flack, and I was like, whoa, not bad, another 3 guess off, but alas, it's not it. But I'm guessing it's flaky, because that's all I can think of. There we go, a 4. See, I keep getting those 4s consistently, but not the 3s when I need them to get my 3 guess offs, but that's okay. Oh, it's my 400th game? I had no idea. Well, I mean, obviously it's 400 plus whatever I played before I created an account, but yeah, sure, 400 official games recorded in my account. All right, that's pretty good. Okay, let's check output here. Today's answer is flaky. Strip, nothing. Just a big fat nothing. Then debar, just 8. Isn't that helpful? But actually, surprisingly, 78 probable answers. This does not sound as bad as I would think, but flag was really inspired, honestly. That's it. One probable answer, flaky. So from 78 down to 1, flag was. I've been pretty lucky with these 4s, where the third one, for some reason, is just really lucky, leaving me with only one possible answer left. So, I don't know, just very inspired guess, I suppose. But I think flake has been done before. So flake, yes. Now we've also got flaky. That should be it. I don't know about flag per se. Flag, not yet. Okay. Flank. Okay, so flag was definitely still a possible answer. So that's good to know. What else could I think of to try playing? I was thinking of clank as well, but I think clank has also been. No, it hasn't. Clang, no. So clack, cluck, yes. So clang with an C-L-A-N-G and C-L-A-N-K, clank. Not done before. Hopefully I remember that, but I'm guessing most of the keywords blank has been done. Frank, thank, blank, sure, shank, frank. Okay. Any other element? So blank, blanky, flank, and plank. Oh, plank also has been done before. Okay, but plank and the clang. No. All right, that's good to know. Let's move on quickly to connections. I have to go through results. I always forget that. Wait, what's that? Hold on a minute. I just saw something, a new icon. What's that? Crossplay? Hold on a minute here. Do I need an account? I mean, like a premium account. Definitely crossplay. Yeah, we'll wait for single game. Available for free on iOS and Android. I have downloaded an app. Hi, I'm good. Never mind. It kind of looks like it does look kind of like Scrabble a little bit. It's okay. I'm good then. Are there any new games besides Pips that I've heard of? Nothing else. Okay. Just noticed that icon today. I don't know when it's there, but okay. We're playing connection number 963. Let's go. Starting afresh. Okay, today's 16 with you've got Gory with an E, Silverstein, Grizzly, Bear, Grim, Goldilocks, Stain, Scary, Fiberglass, Smug, Bed, Liner, Foundation, Stumbler, Bronzer, and Porridge. Okay. Scary. They sound like, like Grim, Gory, Grizzly, Scary. They all sound like words that mean scary things, but just spelled in different ways. We'll try that. I'm not gonna say this. Homophones of words meaning brutal. Brutal? Really? I thought that's like scary. Because like gory is scary. Okay, sure, brutal. Fair enough. Look grim. Guess so. Okay, and then Silverstein. Well, ends in Stein. Fiberglass ends in glass. Stumbler ends in tumbler. Smug ends in mug. So I could think of that. Ending words that are uh containers for water, for drinks. Guess you could say that. Beverage containers. I'll try that. Oh wait, hold on before I get to that. Goldilocks bed bear porridge. Okay, that's like fairy tale stuff. Something got foundation stain, bronzer liner, makeup products. I guess. Try that. Okay, ending in drinking vessels. Okay, so now do I do the bear? I think. Oh, hold on a second here. Do I do that one? Goldilocks bear bed porridge over the makeup. I think so. Yeah, I'll do that one. Elements of the story Goldilocks and the Three Bears, basically. Featuring Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Okay, and then these are just makeup things. Makeup. Yeah, that's it. Okay, nice. This definitely is a balm to my soul because after that horrible game yesterday where I just did not great. To get a reverse rainbow, I don't know mistakes. That's really it's really healing my soul. Nature is healing. I am healing, so that's great. I don't know what the difficulty is like, but let's just sort of go through them a little bit. Homophones of words meaning brutal, so gory. I noticed that right away. So this one I think is a pretty easy purple then because it was kind of like it stood out. I feel like once you read it out loud, it's really obvious almost. So gory usually it's the kind of like a horror gory. It's without the e. Grim. This one they spell like the Grimm brothers fairy tales or whatever, but through the other M it's just like the regular word grim, and then grizzly it's usually Grisly, so the Z, the double Z's, yeah, making a different word, and then scary, I guess it's like scary, so although does anybody really say scary, pronounce it like scary? I don't know about that, but let's check the dictionary if they actually, bearing marks, scary. Yeah, that's not really a homophone, is it? I mean, sure. I probably would have preferred like some letters replaced, and then you would get words meaning brutal as opposed to homophones because they don't really like grizzly. Okay, well, grizzly maybe. Okay, that's fine, I guess. But scary, I think that's the one that I would say the least homophonic of the four. Anyone drinking vessels. This one's also pretty easy, but I could see that this one people might think would be the purple. Thankfully, I saw this one first, and so why did that? Or else I would have maybe swapped these. I don't know if I really thought about it, but fiberglass, empty glass. Pseudoscience Steins, like those beer glass things. So yeah, Steins. Smug ends in mug, and then tumbler, of course, just where you bring your liquids in, like thermos, whatever, or water. Mug tumbler. Featuring the Goldilocks and the Three Bears. This one is also very easy. I mean, who doesn't know the story? Makeup. I don't know. I didn't know stain was the thing like the makeup, but I know like bronze foundation liner. I know these are makeup. Stain. I didn't know. I didn't know that. That's what makeup. Oh, what is going on? My Merriam-Webster. What? It's why does it say medical dictionary? That's weird. Okay. What? Okay, let's go here. Is my internet not working or stain meaning? I think it's colored noun. Patrick wants to move right. Penetrative diarrhea. Okay, that's yeah, I guess, but it's not really. Yeah. Put this one there. See, I just can't get to this particular thing. That is so bizarre. Should I try Cambridge, maybe? Okay, Cambridge works. Those are the verbs. I want the noun. Chemical for changing. Yeah, but okay. Damage. Verb. Dirty mark, stain. What's chemical? Color cells. Again, I'm not. I guess I should look for it specifically. Stain. Makeup. What's that? What is that? They call it contour stain. What is a makeup stain? Let's just. Oh no, wait. This is literally an actual makeup stain, but not like stain as in a makeup lip stains. I guess they're kind of similar. Lip tint, lip stains. They sort of color your lips, but so that's different from lipstick and lip liner. God, okay. Anyway, this is going too deep for me to know, but okay, we know it's makeup. That's it. This is just more than I can, you know. But yeah, interesting letter because I didn't know this word. I would say this is a little bit more tricky, but thankfully the others are so easy that I didn't have to worry about stain and me not knowing what that one was. So that's fine. It's just pretty easy. So not really that hard, I don't think. I'm just gonna say 2 out of 5, just in case people miss out this one. So maybe 2 or 2.5 out of 5. I think be the difficulty. But I feel like this is also really obvious. Could anyone miss that? Possibly. Or maybe some people might have missed this one. Also possible. Okay, I'll go with 2 or 2.5 out of 5. We'll see what the results say. Stats. Alright, well, last time game for today, which is the LA Times mini crossword by Elizabeth Sikorsky. Going down. One across. Amal Clooney, blank Alamudin. I know this is George Clooney's wife, but I guess that's her premarital name, her birth family name. That's what they say, right? 1 down. Cabbage Riley Napa. 2 down. School to French students. Oh, what is this? Cool. I forgot it. I know it's something. Etoile or something like that. I can't remember. Or I could be wrong. It's another E word. I I can't think of it. 3 down. Sappho Sleep Author Yong, maybe it's like Elise or sure, or Elena or something. 5 down. Son of Seth. Don't know. 6 down. Hostess Welcoming Word. I don't know. Come in. No. 4 across. Farmland Measures. Acres. 7 across. Pencil part. Not sure. 8 across. Foil Giant. Probably a. I don't know this. 9 across. Beginner friendly. Could be easy. Yeah, sounds right. School flute. Okay, so tell me a different word I'm thinking of. I can think of it. Like, is a school defense? Oh, I can't think of it. Okay, I think this is Erica. We'll try that. Erica Young, I think I'm saying. Son of Seth. It's not Elias or something. It's not enough letters. Okay. Host welcoming word. What's no? It's not stay. That's not the word. What's that? What can I think of it? It's annoying. 7 across. Pencil part. Point. Could be. Wow, it actually could be stay, but is that really welcoming? Stay. Guess you're a good host. You want people to stay, maybe. Son of Seth. Enos. Is that a word? Yeah, sure. Whatever. Ish. What is this like? Arcos, Archon, Ancoa, Ecoa, maybe. I guess it is stay, but I doubt. You know what? Because I'm thinking what letter Arcoa make. No, check the grid. So yeah, that was the last letter. What is this? What's it called? Ecoa, maybe? No, that's not it. Echo. Nope. No. Escoa. No. I think I already did R, right? Yeah, I did R, and T even, I think. Ah, it was an L. Ugh. I had to just go for it because I didn't know that one. So yeah. So actually, it turns out I don't know what school is in French. So I was just thinking of some random word that it's not even that. Okay. Let's take a close look at the clues. Did not do well. 2 minutes 52 seconds is pretty bad. 1 across. Amal Cloney blank Alamudin. That is Amal's which is formerly known as well, pre-married name. Before she was married. Amal Alamudin. 1 not kept ready, just top of cabbage, nap of cabbage. Okay, 2 down. School French students. École. I guess it's something like school, right? École. French. I didn't know that. So, yeah. I don't know how to pronounce it. Let's see here. Wikipedia, yeah. Pronunciation, what do you call that? An elementary school in French education is followed by secondary education. I guess this is college and lycée or something. Okay. But it's like, that's école, I think. École. Yes. Didn't know that. So language, yeah, French not really my strong point. 3 down. Sappho Sleep Author. Yeah, because it's the last name. Let's see. I think they'll tell us how to pronounce. No, they don't. I don't know if it's Young or I think it is Young. I think so. Like it's not Jong. I don't. I think it's Young. I think so. But yes. Her particular for book Fear of Flying. But what is they talk about? Sappho Sleep. Yeah, 2003, but I don't really know this book to be honest. What's it even about? Sappho's. Let's check. Let's Google this. I don't know. Sappho. Oh. Yeah, I guess I can check out Goodreads. Okay. Is a journey back 2,600 years to inhabit the mind of the greatest love poet of the world. The greatest love poet the world has ever known. At age 14, Sappho is Okay. So this is not like it's not. Oh, it's historical fiction. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's not like it's just it's queer historical fiction. It's not like actual fact, but it's based on some factual stuff, and then Erica furnishes like extra stuff in there. I suppose. I've probably heard of the name before, but I forgot it, so I couldn't really guess. But I figured I saw the E. I was like, yeah, maybe Elena or something like that. Didn't think of Erica. I don't know why every time I see an E name, a 5-letter E name, I never think of Erica. I always think of Elena or something else, but just not Erica. Maybe we're not having enough Ericas now. So parents, maybe if you're thinking of a name, name your daughters Erica, because I somehow don't speak that many of them. Five Down, son of Seth. I think this is the Bible name, but I didn't know that Enos is a biblical figure. Oops, sorry, not that one. I wanted to go. Good Lord, try to. Sorry. Ay, ay, ay. Just once I didn't click that one, they just didn't give it to me. So Enos or Enosh, I guess, figure the book of Genesis in the Hebrew Bible, described as the first son of Seth, who figures in the generations of Adam, particularly in genealogies of 1 Chronicles. Okay, I don't really know much about that, but okay. Oh, I didn't even know Kenan was a Bible name. Yeah, okay. Learned something new today. 6 and host welcoming word. See, I don't know why. I still don't think this is considered welcoming word. I guess because they're so kind, the host wants to let you stay, so they like, I guess I don't know. Sure. 4 across farmland measures, right? They are measured. Farmland is measured in acres. Here we also measure them in hectares. 7 across pencil part. The point is the pointy part of the pencil. 8 across 12 giant. Cool. I probably have heard of it. I think I did in the crossword before, but I forgot the name. I just couldn't. Pisses me off. I couldn't remember the name. I probably have seen it in the Aluminum Company of America acronym. Oh, okay. Like, yeah, so I probably have heard of it in most, but I forgot it. I don't really see it often. It's a very American piece of trivia, I would say. 9 across, beginner friendly, easy, and literally this probably was the easiest clue. Well, besides Nay, of course, these two were the easiest, and the rest were okay. Napa as well, but the rest of them I struggled. I didn't know Ecole, didn't know Erica. If I did know, I forgot. Enos, didn't know that. Stay, I sort of guessed it, but I wasn't confident about that. And then Alcoa struggled. So, but with half of them being stuff I either didn't know or couldn't remember or couldn't think of, it was a little bit of a slog. 252 is not a great score, but I'm used to it by now. LA Times Mini is just typically usually more challenging than the New York Times Mini, which I haven't touched in ages just because I do not have it. Yes, I do not have many times. New York Times Mini Crossword X anymore. Do miss it sometimes, but that's what it is. Okay, let's go to comments from yesterday's video. First of all, thank you so much, Edward. Happy birthday to you, Rocky. Yes, it was actually my dad's birthday yesterday, 28th of January. I'm impressed that you remembered. I don't know if you went back to watch an old video or if you just remembered it yourself, but either way, thank you so much. I told my dad, I was like, you know what, my regular one of my regular Wordle folks who watches and comments, he wished you happy birthday. My dad was like, oh, that's so cool. So he was really pleased about that. I think I didn't want to mention it, some because I remembered it. I just didn't want to say because I was thinking it's so funny, right? I'm doing these videos publicly, but in my brain I was like, should I tell people that it's my dad's birthday on today's video? Yesterday anyway. And I was thinking like, you know what? People don't need to know that much about me, on the internet. What if they could find out, like where I live or something like that? I don't know, it was a bit of a paranoid thinking. So I was like, you know what? Let's just not mention my dad's birthday. What do they use this information to track me down or something or other? So I was like, okay, I don't know why I was worried about that. Anyway, it's not like a lot of people watch this. And nor do I tell them that much more about myself. But I just as a paranoid piece of thinking, so I was like, okay, you know what? Let's just not mention it. But you remembered it, so I'm bringing it up. Thank you. Anyway, okay, going to your score, you did tread, pubic, and cruel. Pubic. Wait, that's been the answer before, right? Or hasn't it? Because I was like, wait, hold on a minute here. Oh, I mean, it hasn't been, but is it on the Wordle list? I mean, I'm fine with it. I mean, like, there's pubic bone, etc. But I don't know if the implications. Would they want to put that word as an answer potentially one day? I don't know, but still a very pretty cool, inspired guess. And you got the U in there and the C, so that was really, helpful. Plus the E there, so it was just not much effort required. Yeah. You just you trusted up your right and got lucky. So it was just the most of it. Skill and luck paired together, excellent. Okay, you were testing for the R, especially in the E, just sort of give you something there. Okay, can I just go 3 out of 5? No, times that's 2.3. Edward said, am I really that old? I can't believe how many people do not know what tone number is. I am sorry to tell you, Edward, I think you are. But to be fair, okay, see, I know what a record player is. I don't know what record player parts are. I've seen them before. You could even say I know those what do you call those telephones with the rotary dial. I've seen those too. I know what those things are. I know those are phones. I'm not that young. I know what those are. But like if you say like a specific part, what it's called, I wouldn't know. I mean, I think some people don't even know what those things on your shoelaces are called, the aglets, that kind of thing. So like I just think it just happens to be the name. Some people don't know what that is. I think so. Although balancing that with yes, a lot of people don't know really think of record players anymore because a lot of people are using it, I guess. But yeah, and you thought vinyl was making a comeback. I actually think I agree with you. I actually think vinyl is making a comeback. Some of my friends who are around my age, like they're buying records and like actually thinking like they have the players at home. I just think like price wise, it's not attractive enough to me. Although then again, I haven't actually tried listening to like an album with a record player, so maybe the sound quality is so different that I would be swayed into continuing that as a hobby to collect records and vinyls and things like that. So I never actually heard how the difference in the sound it is. Maybe it sounds better there, and I just don't know when I'm missing out. But yeah, for those people who are vinyl enthusiasts, if you can comment, like, does it really sound like that much better than I don't know? Like, I know it's so silly, but does it sound much better than listening to just on your computer? I suppose it must. The quality must sound different from like coming out of like a laptop speaker. Probably doesn't sound as good as on a proper vinyl record thing, I think. Um, Top mistake was the rainbow herring, right? Mock needle rag rip. Yeah, that one was a tricky one too. I can see that. I can't really blame people for going with that one. 80% also tried Shem as a cleaning supply. Sorry, but no, it's chamois. Yeah, that's the one I didn't think of actually, but I guess they were just desperate trying to put something in there for cleaning supplies, probably. But the judges would have also accepted chamois. Yeah, chamois. If I did not see Doug is back, I did not see that. And when I saw your comment, I was like, "What? Doug is back?" Okay, so after this recording, I am going to search his videos. So I'm going to see what he's up to, what his update is. I always love to see him. Hope he's doing well. I'm sure he must be. That's why he's back. You don't come back unless you're doing well, right? I mean, because like if you're, what I mean, if you're not well, you just stay away and keep doing whatever it is that you focus on. So if he's doing okay, so probably why he feels comfortable coming back. He says we'll be playing word games on Wednesday. That's nice. Word game Wednesday. I love the alliteration. I support that. At least it'll be hopefully just be a more relaxed schedule for him. So yeah, I'm looking forward to checking out his videos after this. Glacier Breeze did slant wild leper gruel cruel. Oh, what a journey you went on there. Oh my goodness. And so ends your grueling 2-month streak of escaping what I call the hellish five. You went 2 months without a five? Oh, you're lucky so. But no, actually, it's your skill. It's your skill as well. I have to say, your memory typically is so reliable most of the time. So I still do think that 2 months streak with no fives, incredible. I think, I haven't actually checked. When was my last five? And then like the last before that. Probably, I give myself like maybe like 2 weeks, I think. 2 weeks straight, I think, of not getting a five. I think so. Because I do get them fairly regularly, not as much as of course the fours and stuff, but I do get them sometimes. So maybe I'll say like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Maybe the best I've had is like 1 month streak, but 2 months is incredible. So yes, it was a good run. So I'm glad you noticed that. Yeah, there's somebody to get here for. So you just tried your best. I mean, you tried it, and you just torn between not remembering which one it was, cool or cruel. Yeah, I think I also had this hang of familiarity of why am I thinking cruel feels familiar? Because I think, like you, I was remembering cruel and I forgot about that. So I was like, But then I felt like, okay, you know what? The letters seem to sort of fall into place. I would try cruel. It made sense and did that. But yeah. And to add to the irony, this cruel is the easiest word to describe them in the past 16 days. Wow, the stats always show something interesting. Yeah. I guess it's easiest on average for all of us, but I think individually it's not, but that's not going to be the easiest word for it, not all of us. I'm sure about that. Dugong did Lance, Creel, and Cruel. Oh, I don't know what. Yeah, I mean, when I saw your answer, I was like, what's Creel? Because you said that you were surprised that Cruel isn't even a possible answer, but you guess fly fishing isn't as popular as it used to be. Let me Google what Creel is. Hopefully they'll let me check, since they wouldn't let me check state. Okay, so that's fine. Creel, okay, two possibilities here. Wicker basket for carrying newly caught fish, okay, but also a bar with skewers for holding bobbins in a spitting machine. The heck? I don't know what that is. Or Creel could be a verb to put caught fish in a creel. I want to see a picture of this creel stuff. It sounds cute though. I love a little wicker basket. That sounds cute. Creel. Fish. Okay, let's look at that. No, wait, there's an actual fish called No, Creel, like fish basket. I think I want to say that because they're showing me the picture of the fish. I just want to see. Oh, these things! I've seen them. I just thought they just called those baskets. I didn't know they had a separate name for them. I just thought, fish basket. No, I just or wicker basket. That's it. I didn't know that they had a specific name for them, but they are so cute. Okay, I wonder what we're using this for. Besides that, I feel like this could also be like a if you go hiking, an on-the-go picnic basket also works. I think. I don't know. I don't really go on picnics. I don't know what practicality is. It practical enough to bring this on a picnic, or just this little hole here potentially invite like ants and other problems. And it's possible. It's possible. But other than that, it's super cute. I like that. Do you have a creel of your own, dugong? I'm just curious. But yeah, fly fishing. I'm not too familiar about with fly fishing, and yeah, interesting. Maybe it's just like this piece of vocabulary. This word isn't just that. People just think of those things as like you said, just baskets. That's possible. Oranje, if I pronounce Oranye's incorrectly, I think I've heard him say it's Oranje. He had a similar experience to me. He was hanging on to the tires component. Also, tire buddies. Yay, we were both so desperate for the nice. But after 3 mistakes, he guessed right. Oh, he only made 3 mistakes, but at least he survived. Yeah, I was not spared that kind of result, unfortunately. Yeah, spare. It was hard for me. It was hard, but I'm glad for you that one was easy. I'm really glad because sometimes it's great when sometimes for some people it's tough, and then others it's just really just no brainers. And you even got an RR. That's incredible. I mean, it's a tough one. Let me just see if okay, connection difficult was 3 out of 5. All right, fair enough. 3 out of 5. I would say it's pretty hard. I think that anything above a 3 is gonna be in the range of quite okay to relatively hard to some people. So for me, it was a 5, obviously, because I lost. For some people, it was just a 3, and I think for you, it was relatively easy. I think for you, it was probably a 2 or 3, so you did excellent. Got an RR even, so great. And you said John Tesh and Mary Hart were famous as the co-hosts of Entertainment Tonight back in the day. Entertainment Tonight, isn't that one of those, hold on a second here. John Tesh, Mary Hart, Entertainment Tonight. Okay, I want to see that. Is that the, yes. Whoa, that is like, Entertainment Tonight. Okay. I just forward Tesh. Yes, yeah, I saw it yesterday. That one. When was he? Just curious. When was he? I want to see how long he was on there. He co-hosted it from 1986 to 1996. Ah, it was in the 80s. Okay, right. I didn't know that. I know the program Entertainment Tonight. I never knew that he was on it, actually. Yeah. I don't know why I'm so used to thinking about Entertainment Tonight as like a very modern show, not knowing that actually this show probably has existed for a very long time. Oh, actually in the 80s, so not really that super old. But yeah, 80s when like media and like TV and like, MTV and all that stuff was really coming out here. Although MTV was that in the 70s? I can't remember when the first music video came out. I don't remember, but probably late 70s to early 80s, I think, that's when the first music video came out or something or other. But makes sense that he was a part of the 80s ones. I didn't know that. Right, I'm sorry, that's the wrong page here. But yes, interesting. That's yeah, but he included many things you. Well, I guess we were in the same boat for that one. But it's still, I love the fun facts. Especially from those eras that are like not really my time, nor I'm aware of. Like like I watched some like old 80s shows 80s US shows for fun, like 80s game shows, but I don't really know much about like the news segments and that kind of thing. So these names were not did not ring a bell at all. But I actually think it's really good to know. Hopefully, I remember it for